Hey everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I come live every Tuesday morning at 8:30 Arizona time to show you a fun, new, different technique or make a handmade greeting card with rubber stamps, ink, and paper. And today is no different. So here I am. Today I'm going to show you the mirror image technique using Stampin' Up's Stamparatus along with the Counting Sheep stamp set and sheep dies that are available free during celebration through the end of September. September 30th is the last day to get the stamp set and the coordinating dies each free with a minimum $50 order before tax and shipping. Good morning, Sandy. Thanks for popping in today. Let me show you the card and then let me show you the technique, and we'll go from there. Just hang tight just a second. Good morning, Don. Thanks for popping in. Let's see, there's the mirror to pop down. So this is the card that we're going to be making, showing you how to make those sheep face each other. Here is the stamp set, the Counting Sheep. That's free with a $50 order during celebration before tax and shipping. We also have the coordinating sheep dies that for another $50 before tax and shipping. You can get these free as well, and these are available while supplies last. If you notice, the dies coordinate with the sheep in the stamp set, and so that makes so you don't have to fussy cut. That's what I love best. And then there's that little hat, and then we also have a sun image, an umbrella, a flag, a balloon, some clouds, and a fence. And I'll be using some of excuse me, some of those elements on this card today. You'll notice that this sheep, I've cut that sheep out, and there isn't a sheep that faces that way. Good morning, Deb. Thanks for popping in today. So I'm using Stampin' Up! Stamparatus. I'm going to show you how I got that image and how I got it trimmed out with that die. Good morning, Spring. Thanks for popping in. Here's just the picture of the celebration brochure, pages 10 and 11. If you don't have one of these in your little hands, contact me and I will definitely get you that. So let's bring in Stampin' Up's Stamparatus here. I'll try to get that mostly in your view. When I use the Stamparatus, I love to have a stamp set case underneath it to help me when I'm putting the ink on so I don't get ink all over the place. That is a classic feature of me, getting ink everywhere. Just a quick note, so you could order the Stamparatus, which is $49, add on some quick adhesive, and you'd be able to get either the Counting Sheep free or the dies free. So think about that if you don't already have a Stamparatus. The other thing you're going to need is a silicone mat. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Donna. Thanks for popping in today. And I've just tucked that in the corner. Debbie, thanks for popping in as well. I've tucked that in the corner. I have my sheet of basic white cardstock. It's 5 by 3 3/4. And then I'm going to be using Memento ink. And I will ink up my little sheep guy here, because and it doesn't really matter to me where they are on the sheet, because I'm not going to be using this. I'm going to be die cutting them, so I can kind of put them anywhere. The positioning isn't as important as the technique. So I'm going to move that because so I'll just press down evenly and firmly there. All right, and so that's going to be our sheep that Okay, where did he go? My goodness. So, oh, here he is. You know, I have it all. So that's going to be that sheep. So now we need to create this, that sheep. All right. So I'm going to take away, let's put that where I can find it. Take away the sheet of paper. And I am going to stamp directly. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to stamp directly onto my silicone mat. And this is also a Stampin' Up! Product. And just for good measure, I'm going to ink it up again. And the great thing about the Stamparatus lends itself to a lot of stamping techniques. It helps you get your images on straight. You can use the hinge step stamping. I have videos for all of those. Good morning, Linda. Thanks for popping in. So there's lots of different things you can do with that. So then I am going to flip that paper over and lay that right in the corner. I'm going to ink my sheep up again and press down evenly and firmly. Good morning, Lori and Chris. Thanks for popping in. All right. So what you'll find is we have a sheep here and we have sheep on this end. So we would go to our die cutting machine. These will fit perfectly in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And I would cut that sheep out with that die cut. And then I would turn it over and I would cut that sheep out with the die cut. And so then I end up with two sheep who face each other. Just something really cool. You can do that with any of the other sheep dies in that set. I just liked the idea. They looked like, for the hello there, it looked like they were celebrating. Another fun sentiment would be, you know, let's celebrate, that kind of thing. So let's just put this card together. That is just a fun, that mirror image is just one of the many ways that the Stamparatus is really, really useful. And then I'm going to bring in something that's we all love, the blending brush and the balmy blue ink. These are real popular. Still love to use these. I love just to be able to create a scene and a background with that. So I just gently rub my blending brush in circles. Sometimes I'll go off the edge just to, in case there's a blob of ink. You get a blob of ink when you least expect it, but you can rub those out if you want. So you would just apply whatever amount of blue sky that you think that you want. And that's the greatest thing about making cards is you can do anything you want. It's your card. Whatever makes you happy and whatever you think is going to make somebody else happy when they get that card in the mail. As I hope you send out your cards. I did a little post on my Facebook page yesterday asking what you do with the cards that you create. I had a team member say, so you guys, you make all these cards. What do you do with them? And there are lots of different ways to use those, so weigh in if you want, if there's something original that you do. Good morning, Chris and Sue. Thanks for popping in. So I've made my little background. I'm going to pull in a little piece of, that's Granny Apple Green. That's going to be my grass. That's from the 6x6 Brights collection. And to get that on, I'm going to bring my Stamparatus in again. I show this trick. Good morning, Chris. I show this trick a lot because it's, for me, you know, I actually wasn't a crafter until I got into Stampin' Up! And it was kind of an accident waiting to happen, and still am sometimes. But I had to learn a lot of tricks to help me in my crafting. And so this little trick helps. I'm putting adhesive on my piece of Granny Apple Green Designer Series paper. And to make sure that I get it on straight, I tuck my white cardstock in, and I can tuck that right into the corner. And if I have cut correctly, it lays right in there and it goes on straight every single time. I just love that. To me, that it's worth the price of the Stamparatus right there. But I do use it for other things, as you can tell. All right, so then we're just going to add the rest of the elements. I have a sun that I cut out with Daffodil Delight, and I have some clouds that I also grabbed. I kind of put them like that, and then the sheep. Let's start the sheep. What did I do with the sheep? So this is very basic. As you can tell, I just colored with, I have a light petal pink blend. Good morning, Mary Kay. Thanks for popping in. And I'm basically just going to color his little nose. And I can blend with these two, but I'm just going to color right now. Sometimes that's easier. And his little hooves or paws or whatever you call, whatever sheep have, hands, feet, whatever. Don't get hung up in that detail, but it just adds a little color, and you know, smoky slate would work, or any color your little heart desires. All right, and I just used, I'm glad you learned a new tip, and I just used, I've got a little catch in my throat this morning, and I did have water. All right. I just used our glue dots to put some glue dots on the back of the sheep. There we go. And kind of position them so they're greeting each other and having a good time on a sunny day like it is here in Arizona. I hope it's a good day wherever you are, wherever you call home. And I'll add a few glue dots to the back of the sun. The sun is a part of that die on the set, so that's really fun. With the clouds, I didn't put the whole cloud on. I layered them and then I cut them off at the edge, just to give us a little more space on the card. Oh, guess what I forgot to do? We have to stamp the greeting yet, don't we? But it would be fine without a greeting. You could always do a greeting inside. But it just seems like you must have it on the outside. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you always do your greetings on the outside? If that's a habit, and I'll just layer those. And take my scissor and turn around or my snips and just trim that off. Okay, ready to go there. All right, the sentiment I chose, and you know the stamp that comes with the stamp set would work too. You're amazing would work there. So glad it's your birthday. I chose the hello there from the Sweet Strawberry stamp set that's in Stampin' Up's annual catalog. And so I just inked that up with my Memento. Let me practice on my grid paper here just to make sure. Nope, I need just a little more. Most of the time, Sue, you put sentiment on the outside. I know it's almost seems that it's naked without it, but hard to say. Everyone, you know, you just, again, just do whatever you want because it's your card. Yeah, I do. If I sell my cards, I will leave the cards blank inside too, spring, so people can put whatever they want. But, and my sister doesn't watch this, but my sister, when she buys cards for me, she insists that I put something on the inside so that she doesn't have to write as much. So I just called her out. So maybe if she'll watch this, she'll she'll let me know. All right, then it's just a matter of putting the card together. So it's really a clean and simple card using Stampin' Up! Stamparatus and the fun, the sheep, counting sheep stamp set and the coordinating sheep dies. They're only available through September 30th. So if you don't have these and you want them, it might be your opportunity. So I'm layering this on Daffodil Delight, and I'm using my Stampin' Seal Plus. And then I am adding it onto a Granny Apple Green base, and then I will be able to add a basic white piece on the inside to be able to write on it, and I could also stamp on it as well. Maybe put one of the sheep inside, and then be able to write a nice note. All right. Okay, so there you go. That is our mirror technique, reflection technique, using Stampin' Up! Stamparatus to allow you to have two facing images. I hope that you enjoyed the video today. If you did, give me a shout out, a comment. It will be on my YouTube channel later today. If you want to take a quick peek or just come back to my Facebook page, join me next week here Tuesday at 8:30 Arizona time for another video. I thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me this morning and learn something new or just be refreshed on a technique. Again, have a great day, a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.